I was writing Play All Night, Duane Allman and the Journey to Fillmore East, I struggled a little bit. And I struggled because I'm foremost a fan. Like, this is Duane Allman, the Allman Brothers Band, the original Allman Brothers Band. Like, shoot that music directly into my veins. It gives me sustenance for life. And things that came after it, same sort of thing. And I had to, for myself, I really had to explain this concept. And I'm going to read from the Book of Duane, very first lines from my preface. Before you start reading this, you need to know one thing. I am far from unbiased when it comes to Duane Allman and the Allman Brothers Band. Though I'm an academically trained historian who has worked in the field of history museums since 1999, my dyed-in-the-wool, unabashed, hardcore Duane Allman fandom led me to this project. I rank the Allman Brothers Band among the greatest, most significant bands in rock history. Their third album, At Fillmore East, is why we remember them as such. That's from Play All Night. That's the preface. That's the first paragraph. And because honestly, I had to say, I'm biased. I am. But there's a way to handle your bias. One is by acknowledging it, of course. The other is finding something that you can prove. In my case was, okay, I think the Allman Brothers Band are the greatest, but how do we know that they're significant? How do we know what is significant? In writing Play All Night, it was simply this. Duane and his bandmates wanted to accomplish something in music. Improvisation, creativity, live audience, virtuosity, ensemble playing. And they stated these were their goals. And then when you get the reviews of At Fillmore East, they achieved those goals. So that's simply how I was able to document and tell the story and Play All Night. Vitamin ABB, trust me, I'm a doctor.
I say flat out, I am completely biased about this band. I know it. And the hardest thing for me to do in doing the research or doing the final writing was to scrub out any last little bit of pure fanboy that I could that didn't come across as super biased. But the biggest reason I say this to public audiences, the biggest reason you can trust me is because I have documented and footnoted the hell out of this book. And that was very much intentionally. And I also started in the beginning explaining to readers that that's what history is. I used the book in a certain way to explain to the people who I knew were going to be able to pay tiny bits more attention to the process, how historians use sources, how sources work, how to find out if there's any veracity behind what someone's saying. Talking about an artist who had a sound in his mind and how that manifested itself on stage and on record and in the marketplace. But this is true about y'all's work too, and the way that we set things up and the way that we talk to people beyond the other academicians.